Proverbs chapter 21, verse 25. The desire of the slothful killeth him, because his hands refuse to work. Now, in this world, we have the majority of people doing hard labor, right? So they are laboring. Their hands are very busy, but their desire still ends up killing them. Why is that? It is because they are too lazy to do the work in the correct world, which is the internal world. The spiritual mind is the internal kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. That is why the slothful, the carnally minded people work and labor and labor and labor in the physical world, and they don't get to anything. Even when they get the physical thing that they desire, it just satisfies them temporarily, and then they go back into desiring. Their desire is eating them up because they labor in the wrong world. Didn't Christ tell you that the laborers are few in the kingdom? The spiritual mind, which is Christ? That is where you're supposed to be laboring, not in the physical 3D world. Didn't King Solomon tell you that everything done under the sun, meaning on the physical earth, is vanity and vexation of spirit? So what in the hell are you doing in your dead-end 9-to-5 slave labor job? When do you say, do you serve Christ? When are you serving Christ? During your 9-to-5 job? When your mind is consumed with the things of this world? Mammon, the material world? Do you serve Christ during your 10, 12, 14-hour slave labor shift, doing your hard labor like the children of Israel did in Egypt, from which they were crying out, by the way? You don't seem to be crying out, do you? When do you serve Him? Do you serve Him when you come home after your 10, 12, 14-hour shift and you're dead tired? You're falling asleep on your couch? Is that when you start serving Christ? Or do you maybe serve Him when you rather go to your stupid fucking ball game on the only day that you have free, your only free day, because you're a slave? Don't you get it? You're a slave laborer in the world of Satan. Satan is the carnal mind. The carnal world is his playground, his kingdom. Don't you get it? You keep laboring in his kingdom, thinking that laboring in Satan's kingdom is going to net you the grace and the favor of God. Are you insane? Are you crazy? You keep laboring in the world of which Christ told you to get out of, unless you desire to receive the plagues of that world. The plagues of that world is death. Death is the carnal mind. Death is psychological suffering. Those are your wages. Death is your wages. Death is what you reap. Because you decided to slave labor, to do hard labor in the physical world. You are supposed to work inside of yourself, in the spiritual mind, which is Christ's kingdom, which is Christ. That is where you're supposed to labor, and that is why you have nothing. That is why you ask in vain, so that you can consume the things that you ask God for through your flesh, through your fleshly lusts. You don't ask him even correctly. That is why you have nothing. You don't have the love of God in you. If you had the love of God in you, you would know where he resides, where his kingdom is, and therefore you would know where to work. Say you are a worker. Say you are a servant of a king. How can you say that you are the servant of the king of whom you say he is your king, but you don't even fucking know where you are supposed to labor, where his kingdom is? How can you say that you are one of his? He told you explicitly, this is the border of my kingdom. This is the border of my kingdom. Your body, my kingdom ends outside of you, in the physical world. But you cross that border into the world of Satan, who is the carnal mind. The carnal world is his kingdom. You labor in his kingdom. Then you go back to Christ and you say, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? Have we not done many mighty works in your name? But Christ will tell you, depart from me, you worker of iniquity, that is selfishness. Because all that shit that you did in the 3D world, you did for yourself, for your selfishness, for your flesh. And he will say, I never knew you.